Olia kutoa langa fala yinga basha sumuko isabu.
Aso kufanya kutuda kwa mtinalo za kukola mtinalo.
Baby.
Ndio ijulia so
Tiffany. Bukan Tiffany. Terus kamu boleh kan?
Coba mat jangan singkat. Jangan singkat.
Mati misa.
Coba jangan. Coba nak ada petition di rumah kama isoro kunja.
Kale. Petition ni ile na masimama. Nake ni Joga de niko Kenya ni sia. Kesa mchewa. Ndio sasa. Ndio hadi tu. Kama ni kusema Kenya ni. Na kwa ndio hizo ndio kama kama tunalima sasa.
Mungu anajifanya kampeni chini na yani ndio
Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Now that I can confirm that the audio feed can reach you very well, welcome to the building that is called Sky City Plaza. We are in the heart of Kampala City, the trading center called Qualifiers. It's an urban ghetto, very, very, very busy place where there is this pool arena which has 14 blackball tables and one Heyball table. By the way, it is the only active Heyball table in the country of Uganda. Now today and yesterday, today is 28th July and something yesterday, 27th July. Yesterday is a qualifying tournament for an international event that is organized by the World Pool Association in conjunction with the World Heyball Federation. This one is the last match in the ladies category in the event that is the qualifying tournament for the Team Uganda World Tournament. Is called Champion of Champions Heyball Championships. It's going to be organized in Australia in mid-September. Each country will be represented by one player in each gender category. Now, the Pool Association of Uganda, on behalf of the All Africa Pool Associations for the country of Uganda, has been charged with the duty of organizing qualifiers for the Ugandans. The procedure has been invitation of only the top 4 ladies in terms of ranking order of the Pool Association of Uganda. That is Anka Sheila, ranked first, Rukia Nega, ranked second, Rasheeda Mutesi, ranked third, as well as Amina Faith Nganda, ranked fourth. The 4 players had to first play off against each other yesterday in a round robin format, each one playing a match against the other. And then on the basis of points, there are semi-finals with number 1 taking on number 4, and then number 2 taking on number 3. Number 1 on the league globe was Anka Sheila. Number 1 was Rukia. Number 2 was Anka. Number 3 was Amina, and number 4 was Rasheeda. But in a new twist of events this morning, Rasheeda and Amina have won their semi-finals. Amina by walkover countdown against Anka, and Rasheeda, who has just defeated her elder sister Rukia in a match that was played about 1 hour ago. Now this one is the final. Thereafter, we shall immediately be having a men's final. Both finals are races to 9 in not more than 2 hours. 2 frames have been played with Rasheeda winning 1 and Amina winning 1, with the score now tied at 1-1 in a race to 9. Welcome to the Peter Chobe YouTube streaming platform. Today is Heyball Day. Rasheeda won and Amina 1. The winner gets onto the plane to Australia for the champion of champion World Heyball Championships. So the Pole Association of Uganda Competitions Committee has done a little bit of, I believe, in the spirit of fair play, twisting the regulations a bit. Instead of winner breaks, these players are breaking in turns, and like you already know, Heyball is not very old in Uganda, so they want everybody to get used to the break. We are seeing Rasheeda attempting a combination shot which did not come to pass, and she loses the frame and goes 2 frames to 1 down. The table is 2.5 times bigger than the smaller tables, the 3-foot-5 blackboard tables which you can see in the background here. You can see how real smaller it is. Yes, the balls are also way bigger than the balls on the small tables. Heyball is the way to go, guys. It's the most rewarding billiards discipline in the world nowadays. It overtook snooker a long time ago. Men's final coming live next between the national champion Bwanika Mansour and Ibrahim Kayanja, the real machine. I'll be telling you more about the men when the men's match starts, but for now focus is on these ladies, where the one that is rocking is surprising us by leading by 2 frames to 1. Kocha. Yeah, I am. Now I don't know how many times I've been watching a match when the winner gets on the plane and the loser loses it all out. This is exactly what is happening in this match. These ladies are teammates with Makono Pool Club in the Ugandan Pool League, with the one breaking being team captain. By the way, there has been a change of the breaking shot regulation by the World Pool Federation. Instead of having, after they break, 4 balls crossing the head string, I think now it has to be 2 balls crossing the imaginary center of the table. That is the difference. It is 2 balls crossing the imaginary center of the table. But nonetheless, even though it were in the old, very difficult rule, Amina's break would have been good enough. There are balls numbered from 1 up to 7. Those are solids. And then balls numbered from 9 up to 15. Those are stripes. One player plays the solids, 1 to 7. The other player plays the stripes, 9 to 15. And then the first player to finish their color of their balls does play the black. And when they pot it, they win the frame. Rasheeda is, I think, the only Ugandan female player to have participated in the World Heyball Championships. That was, I think, that was early last year. She was part of the team that went to China. She was defeated in the first round by a player, I think, from Britain. She's just learning her trade in Heyball. She has got the potential to be a great player, most especially if she does practice on this table and plays in these rules and plays in comps like this. But I have to say that I am pretty impressed by Amina's ability. The winner off to Australia for the Champion of Champions event. This tournament is sanctioned by the World Pool Association and the All Africa Pool Associations, and is being organized on their behalf by the Pool Association of Uganda. One of these two, after this match, shall be having visa application process starting, and will be getting an invitation to go to Australia. As far away as Australia, I normally see on the internet that yes, you can take a good part of 12-13 hours in space on the flight, but for a very good cause. Try and compete for, the thing with Heyball is that it's an event, it's a discipline that is originally from China, and there is a way the sport in the world is Chinalizing, and you can now see, imagine the Commonwealth Billiards Championships had Heyball as part of the events for which there was competition. I'm also reliably informed that Heyball will be one of the events that shall be competed for in the All Africa Pool Championships. Shall be happening in January next year. Konya Simon Peter, it is race to 9 in not more than 2 hours. I started this video after one frame was played, and I can see that this video is now 27 minutes long. Maybe they have played for about 34 minutes. I don't think they will be racing out to 9 in full. Maybe the winner shall be the first player, maybe to 7, maybe to 6, according to the playing speed so far. I still think that this young woman on table, Rasheeda, is a favorite in black ball. I may be contested, I may not be, when I say that she's the one. She could very easily be the best player on the African continent, ladies black ball, between herself and her sister, then the likes of Erin
and then Marina, the South African. And with due respect to all other top shooters on the continent, Sheila, Joy, amongst others, Rasheeda up against the black for the equalizer, 2-2. Thank you for watching, Dennis. You say you thought they are playing against each other and whoever wins gets more points in qualifiers. Now, once again, I'll take this brief explanation. The Pole Association of Uganda is given an invite of only one lady and one man in the Champion World Heyball Championships happening in Australia. So the format is that only 4 ladies were invited, 4 according to the current rankings of the association. And I have to make a disclaimer that those rankings were in black ball, but still it's okay because they are the only rankings available. And the invited players for the competition were Marion Chisache, the lady winners Anka Sheila, seed 1, and then seed number 2, Rukia Naiga, the elder sister of this woman who is breaking, Rasheeda Motesi, and seed number 4, Amina Faith. And those 4 played out against each other in a round robin format, with each one of them playing the other, but qualification was only to be secured today. The round robin stage was simply for them to determine who plays against who in the semi-final knockouts. And after playing against each other, all of them, Rukia Naiga topped the table. They were racing to 3, with the anchor coming 2nd, and Rasheeda 3rd, and Amina 4th. Amina has this morning won against Anchor by walkover countdown, getting herself a ticket in the final. And then the next match was won by Rasheeda, who has defeated her elder sister Rukia. Those 2 are out of the competition. This match is the final, and it will be determining who of the 4 shall represent Uganda when they get to 9 before the other in not more than 2 hours. I believe that, yes, you've gotten me on that explanation. JJ, thank you for watching. The scores are 2-2. In the meantime, I'll be getting 2 minutes to speak to the coach of the Pole Cranes. He's called Nathan. He's going to be speaking to us about this event, and then the team, and then the events that they are preparing for the international calendar. Apart from the tournament that these ladies are preparing for, there is the All Africa Pole Championships in January next year. There is the Ultimate Pole Championships in October this year in Mpumalanga, South Africa. And then, of course, others which are not official events, but those events that we normally enjoy and are international in nature, the Grand Mchana. And the one that is coming soonest is the Q Masters International African Carnival that is coming in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, in not more than 11 days from now. Personally, in 9 days, I'll be making the trip to Dar es Salaam. 2 full days on the bus, alongside other Ugandans, including Rasheeda, but excluding Amina. Scam, you're asking who are in the men's final, and the men's final is going to be contested between Ibrahim Kayanja and Wanika Mansour. It will also be coming live on the same page. Satellite Media, thank you for asking. For watching. You are asking me to talk about Caesar and the issue of not participating. Okay, I had a discussion with Caesar. The qualifiers for the men and women started yesterday. Caesar chose not to participate in the round robin phase because at the time when the actual tournament will be happening, the one for which these guys are playing qualifiers, Caesar is already programmed to be participating in a Joy Heyball calendar event. Of course, he's representing as ambassador and star player of Joy Heyball tables. I hope that much you already know. So he was already having international engagement. So it will not be him participating this time round. The Commonwealth champion will not be part of this event, courtesy of his participation in another. So someone else will have to take up the chance. It will be either Mansour and Ibrahim Kayanja. Mansour or Ibrahim Kayanja, whoever will be winning the match, that will be coming live next. Two. Amina is playing the solids like the 2. She's about to try and put to the center pocket on the right. She wants to draw white ball a little bit more backwards. She plays it on target. She has white for the 1 to the corresponding center pocket on the left. The 1 is the yellow ball near that center pocket on the left. She has to be wary of as well the 3 and I think the 7. She's probably going for a bank off the cushion, off target. Could get it on the second try. She finally misses the pot, and Rasheeda has chance. By the way, there was a little bit of an online fuss on our social platforms, especially WhatsApp groups in Uganda, when the team was named by the Police Station of Uganda for the Commonwealth Billiards Championships, and Rasheeda did not make either the Heyball team or the Blackboard team. The selected players were Rukia and Anka. The people who believe in Rasheeda were all around social media contesting the choice. I do respect the two players that were chosen. I have no problem with Anka on the Blackboard team. After all, she's current Black Ball Seed 1, and last time out that these ladies, the Ugandans, participated in a Heyball championship, it was Rukia who outperformed everybody in 2019. She came second in the All Africa Heyball Championships to the eventual winner, the South African Nicola Rezo. But then the same Rasheeda, just this ended weekend, was involved again in a twist of controversy on the Ugandan social media platforms after the league title was won by her team Mukono Pool Club, with Rasheeda herself as team's best player and overall top scorer in the league. And then the most valuable player of the tournament award went to Marion Chisache. It's just my opinion, is that is the clearly wrongest decision that has ever been made in the history of the Pool Association of Uganda. But Rasheeda could have a chance to try and redeem herself, and that chance could come today, and it could come in the next 1 hour or so, only if she can win this match. But first, she has to take down her club and international captain and great friend, Amina Faith Nganda. But for now, there is no friendship. Each shot is as if it is having a language: get off my plane. The winner gets onto the plane, the loser stays home in mid-September this year. Ticket to Australia for the victory and some kind of national champion in Heyball. I'm saying kind of, not official. likely to play defense. Yes, it is defense by Rasheeda. Remember that once there is a foul, it is not the usual 2 shots. It is 1 shot that is given with cue ball in hand for the incoming player, and the incoming player can place the cue ball at any point, anywhere on the table, and I'm saying anywhere, including the top or left end of the table, right or bottom, anywhere. Oh, the effort was too good. Unfortunately, sometimes good is not good enough. Rasheeda, you can see she has white ball in hand, and she's deciding the top end of the table for a position of the white ball, wanting to put it to the corner pocket top right, I think off the one, off the cushion and off the one of her opponent. It is not a pot. That makes it actually a poor shot. Not only does she miss the shot, she misses the pot, she also grants the white ball away, because Amina can now pot the one, that yellow ball, and can put it comfortably. What will be in for a wait for us is how good she will play the white ball. Of course, the skill has to be backspin, because the black is at the bottom end of the table, so white ball has to be moved all the way, and may want to use the cushion on the left. When white ball bounces off it, it moves just like that. How good will white be? The shot was clearly a very good one. She can sink the black into the center pocket on the right, or bank it to the center pocket on the left, off the cushion on the right. Here is the shot, trying to take down the player who would have started as the favorite. Seems it's on target. On target it is. The captain regains her lead. Amina 3 and Rasheeda 2.
wadde ndi ku ssente za roja ndya naye era mugiremu njaza ppa genda obigambe kasumba
So welcome back, guys. Those of you who are watching the tournament that I was streaming yesterday from the district of Mukono, a 64-man comp that was quite well organized and well played on the same day and played to completion that very day. By the way, the semi-final and final, both videos, I've already deleted them for the fact that there was loud music in the background. I was asked by YouTube to take note of the fact that the video then gets to have a caution, but the page is safe as long as it is deleted on time. It's the reason why I deleted both the final and one of the semi-finals. Other matches are safe, but so far in this match, Rasheeda has not been safe. By the way, last time out that this pair played against each other is exactly what, 8 days ago, a comp that was organized at home base in Chireka. It was a black ball competition. They faced off in that double life tournament twice. The first life of Rasheeda was taken down by Amina. She won by 5 frames to 3. And then these two faced off in the semi-final of the second life, and then Amina won by 5 frames to 1. The comp that Rasheeda got to win after defeating Michelle in the final by, I think, 7 frames to 2. Perhaps 7 frames to 3. On the Heyball table, on a Heyball table, in any Heyball competition, they have never ever faced off. For Amina, this is only the second Heyball championship in which she's participating. The first was as way back as 2019, 6 years ago, in Mpumalanga, South Africa, at Sekunda district, the All Africa Pool Championships, which had black ball and Heyball. Amina was defeated, I think, in the round of last 8. Rasheeda was defeated in the round of last 16 tournament that was won by Nicola Rozo, the South African. Then in the ladies team event, both of them participated in the tournament that they won ahead of South Africa. No, they won the black ball tournament. Heyball comp was won by South Africa. I beg your pardon. Since then, Amina has not been playing Heyball competitively. Sometimes she has been playing a few frames on a big table, but not a competition up to this one. And then for Rasheeda, of course, she was part of the World Heyball Championships early last year in Qingdao in China. She's playing the strips. She's probably catching out a little bit of nerves here. Of course, it's a very, very nervous tournament. There's a lot of nerves, and you really have to be a woman and have to play your A game under this kind of pressure. Because the value of a trip to Australia, if you are to spend there 2 weeks in a hotel, when you come from a place as distant as Uganda or anywhere in Africa, you could very easily need around maybe $2,000, maybe $1,500, maybe $1,700 in air ticket costs. Then you need about $300, $500 to obtain a visa, non-refundable, whether or not they give you the visa or not. Then you need, in that rather expensive economy, to accommodate yourself and feed yourself and stay there for all that time. It could be quite some money, and then the chance to compete with the best in the world. And these Ugandan ladies are top class players, and I just love competitions which get to pit them against the best from other countries. A lady from Uganda will be a problem for any lady apart from the Chinese. Like Tang Chingshao, that young girl, she's something on the Heyball table. I believe she's a better player than any man on the African continent in Heyball. Here comes Amina trying to put the 11 to the corner pocket, top right, white ball being drawn leftwards off the cushion on the left. Hopefully for her, she's on target, off target. Sometimes they may need to use that bridge that creates an extension. It is not easy to shoot from quite a long distance. They have no choice. They have to get used to it. They are not comfortable. I've seen them in the qualifiers that I've watched today so far. Both the men and ladies, they are not very comfortable with it. But you just have to get used, because when you are used to it, it makes play a little bit easier. Like the shot Amina has just missed, it's because of, yes, not being used to the bridge. Now here comes Rasheeda with a chance to obtain an equalizer for the second time in the match. She will want to put the black, I think, to the diagonal corner pocket on the top right, but there is another tempting shot where she could put that black to the center pocket on the right. And the one to the corner pocket is kind of easier, but it could give the white ball away if she misses it. Big shot by the beast, who calls herself the best. I can tell you, shooting like that is not easy. The table is so big, the pockets are so distant from the balls, and shooting a ball like that on target is not someone who is weak-hearted, most especially when it's the black. Rasheeda 3 and Amina 3. Race to 9, and we have been told that we are having 57 minutes to go. Centered by around touched and you are able, you can give. Nze nange yadde n'aŋŋamba naliba ngamba disappointing ne mugamba nze dda banguye kasimu naye ne mugamba the dynamics then were different. Nali nkyabimunyigire ne babeerawo omuntu eyampitaano naye nga njagala mugamba kati polices abakola swimming tuli bangi muli nze naliwo ng'alidde waba awakusondera mu kisimu alina kuba kyobe ate yali covid. You understand? it was very easy for people to identify my effort. Era nabadde nga mmanyi nga njagala mugamba nti fayiro yayinoonya bunoonya sente mpola wakawungula akasimu kange, but good enough list ye ekuzimba ate mulina nabamwanya mutwalo kumyegano, so I think yeah, but if you are able and you are touched, giving is good. Yeah, lwakuba nti yo kati nina byabeeramu obeeramu olunga kwanakwanaba nga toli service provider, you find yourself getting difficulty dealing with people because the people okusavinga abawala ate olina gwokwanamu eyakusavinga ogaana oli yakuwadde olisibatanza okweraba mu ngeri ndala. It's not good to be like that. Otherwise I'm just feeling wali pressure genda sogenda nobirabako kikadde ne Amina bali ku fayiro ya Heyball awange yalinnya ennyonyi ngenda Australia. So at this venue where this match is being played in silent, are members of the competitions committee of the Pole Association of Uganda, then the national coach himself, Nathan, then the two players that are going to contest the men's final, Ibrahim Kayanja and Bwanika Mansur. Each one has two fans around, but I believe I was saying that by the time the men's final shall be played, I think there will be a little bit more fans than the ones that we are seeing at the venue. The game we are watching is a very, very, very big game, and I feel for these ladies it's having a lot of pressure, because participating in international competition is a dream for these players. Now, when there is this one match that you have to play, and it determines whether you will participate or not, whether you get onto the plane or not, sometimes the pressure can be a little bit too much. Thank you for watching. My teammate Nantume Vicky must be watching from Entebbe, the player who promised me fish and then just bought me a bottle of water, Hema. But thank you for watching. Alex Kipleting, good evening to you. You're watching from Eldoret, where you're asking where is your own African champion. I don't know whom you're referring to. Official African champion is Aiden Joseph. Where I am, the internet is buffering a bit. Just in case you're getting that same problem, please notify me in the comments. At Randy Moses, you're asking if the men's final is also for today. Yes, after this game, we shall be having the men's final straight away. Also straight live. Remember, every time there is a foul, the cue ball is in hand for the incoming player can place it anywhere on the table. Now, this is the position that Rasheeda is deciding, of course, to put the only of her stripes that is not in quotes a good ball. She's now having two stripes, an 11 and 12 at corresponding diagonal corner pockets, bottom left and top right where she's standing. And she has to refocus on black ball immediately after this match because she has two comps coming up. One, I will be calling it a try comp, where she'll be facing against 31 other Ugandan female player, a monthly ladies comp, Ladies Day Out. It will be organized at Roxbury, and Amina could be an opponent of hers again. That one is happening this Sunday, the 4th. And then she, as well as about 5 others, will be heading to Dar es Salaam, Tanzania for the Q Masters International Carnival. She may be leading after one more shot. If she is able to put black by her facial expression, she's not contented with the kind of white ball she's having. The intention is to put black to the center pocket on the right. She seems to have used a little bit too much power because of the cut she will need on the black. As an option, she could go for the center pocket on the left by bank. She seems to be going for the straight shot, center pocket on the right. White ball should be safe. Black is off target. Pressure and nerves. Tension in the final. It is getting darker. The night is coming slower. The tension is growing. The nerves are growing. The table is getting more fierce. Maybe the unthinkable could be happening for Rasheeda. Her friend, her club and international captain, is leading by 4 frames to 3. The race is supposed to be concluded in not more than 2 hours. I'm just trying to check how much time is left. I think it's just around less than 40 minutes. I've been advised that it is 20 minutes to go. That's what makes this ongoing frame the most important in the whole competition. I do believe, most especially for Rasheeda, if she loses it, it will be very difficult to come back, because they've just proved, these ladies, that the average amount of time for playing one frame is just about 12 minutes. By the way, Heyball is not easy whatsoever. It's also less interesting to watch than black ball, because doing stuff is not easy whatsoever, but it is by a big country mile the most rewarding discipline in the world. So kindly bear with us. The tables on which these people play are also way more tricky compared to the black ball tables, also way bigger, and executing shots is way more difficult. Moses Bukenya, advising that it was a foul break from Amina. Okay, I inboxed the lady, I think she's called Doris, who is the admin of the Joy Heyball World, to our Facebook page in which we watch the Heyball World Championships and those big events by Joy. Then she told me that the rules were revised. Now the break is just exactly as you see the black ball break. When players break, 2 balls apart from the cue ball have to cross the imaginary center of the table. So if that is the innovation, I think it is a very necessary one, because it was starting to seem at some time like Heyball is a competition for the break, which I don't like. The competition is supposed to be shooting balls. The break is important, but in the former rules, it was made to look way more important than it actually should be. But Rasheeda should be winning this frame. She should be putting black to the corner pocket and at the bottom right. She has actually played so well, most especially given the amount of pressure in which she has played this frame. Her friend and international teammate is taking her the whole distance, but Rasheeda is being stubborn. She can be a bully. She has bullied Amina in frame number 8. After 4 frames, it is Amina 4 and Rasheeda 4. Clearly the best finished frame in the match. $18 minutes are enough to play maybe 2 frames. Maybe one of these players will be winning this frame, and then the next one should be the determinant. Either the other will be equalizing, or the one who will be leading, will then take the match once and for all. We have a dry break from Rasheeda. The only time that I ever see her play against fellow Ugandans under such pressure written all over her face is at the car competition, the National Open Championship, most especially when she's playing against relatively strong players. Normally you get nerves written all over her face and all over her body. I have liked Amina's calm demeanor throughout the match, even though the pressure can be felt even around the venue, even around the internet. In the comment section, people are under pressure, because yes, it can really mean to be much to qualify for a tournament that big. It can really mean to be disappointing if you are beaten, especially at the final hurdle. On the stripes is Rasheeda, on the solids is Amina. Spinning the white ball backwards, she needs both the stripes, that is the 13 and the 11, the 2. She wants to put them to the corner pocket, bottom left. Another backspin, on target, backspin off the cushion, and in perfect position. She has got the 15, the ball crosses to the cue ball, which we want to put the corner pocket. As she's doing, there is a little bit of a distance. She needs to use the bridge. Ugandan players on the Heyball table have this tendency of wanting to overstretch their bodies when they're having difficult bridge. I just don't like it. I just like to see them making themselves used to using the bridge, which can be a very good extension. White ball has been drawn so topwards. I don't think Rasheeda did intend to grant herself the kind of white ball she's having. And the solids are positioned relatively well, besides the 6, which is frozen near the cushion at the bottom right. The recovery bank is not effective for Rasheeda, and Amina will have another fighting chance in this frame. Very, very crucial for each of these players to win this frame. I believe that once you win this frame, when you are the player, with less than 10 minutes that will be left for the last frame, maybe they could win outright. They could also win on time. And with this kind of playing, maybe Amina is banking all her chance on this frame. And that is testament of how crucial it is for her not to lose, how crucial it is as well for Rasheeda not to lose. Off the cushion, Rasheeda finds the solid. I think it is the 15. At least she doesn't foul. We are at Sky City Plaza, Boise Trading Center, Kampala City. By the way, one of the matches earlier today was delayed by the presidential entourage. This side, it can take 30 minutes of everybody waiting, and some activity has to stall until the entourage passes. Then stuff gets back to normal. There was some time that was given to Anka Sheila as an extension, but still she did not make it. She has, well, sadly lost in this competition by walkover countdown to Amina. Now the one and only bad position of the solids of Amina is the 6. That is frozen near the cushion at the bottom right. It's the ball she's trying to play. Maybe play it to bank it to the corner pocket where she's standing, which is the shot she's trying to play. It wouldn't be the first time in the match that you would have successfully played that. It is not a pot, and unfortunately the 2, another ball of hers in the same shot, is now frozen against another cushion at the top left end of the table. Rasheeda is going slow. It shows how important the frame is and how much she can no longer risk any unforced errors. Sometimes you just have to make sure you achieve exactly what you want. She has a 10. Try and put the center pocket on the left. It is a pot. She has white for the 11 to the center pocket on the right, and hopefully in the same shot she maintains white for the 9, which is the one closest to the same center pocket. She's about to try and put the 11, and then the black, the 8, also close to the center pocket on the left. If she can follow that pattern well, she could be getting herself on the plane. She's going for power and skill, and I think she has achieved. Some special moments are created by special players. Motesi Rasheeda is a special player. I can't believe I've witnessed a shot of that quality on a Heyball table by a black ball player in quotes. Now that 9 has to be potted to the corner pocket close to the bottom left end of the table, most especially direct or off the 6. Shot on target. Amina has every reason to be scared now, especially that she's about to go down again in the match. Rasheeda leads at the most critical stage of the match. With little time left, it is Rasheeda 5 and Amina 4. Hello. 107. I've been told by the tournament organizer, he's called Rogers, a member of the competitions committee of the police station of Uganda, representing the tournament secretary Donald, that it is 7 minutes to go. I think 7 is enough time for Faith to try and win this frame. If I were Rasheeda, I would try to win outright. Don't do any delaying tactics, because it may come to haunt you at the end of the day. most especially I have to say that not many times. Maybe it is the first time I am seeing Rasheeda play this cautiously. She's taking this very, very serious. She will be the more devastated player should she not win this match. She was actually very disappointed by not being enlisted for the Commonwealth Billiards Championships, despite being by a big country mile the most dominant female player in the country this year, winning each and everything that the police station of Uganda has organized in the ladies category this year so far. The Grand Open Championship, winning it, the Women's Day Championship, winning it, the National Pool League, winning it, not just with the team, but also individually as top scorer, and yes, the rightful most valuable player in the league. And I have to say, rightful. Dr. Spencer, thank you for watching. You're asking how many players needed in both ladies and men. It is one lady per country and one man. The format for the qualification of ladies by the police station of Uganda, I've been advised that the top 4 were invited in ranking order. All right, despite the fact that the ranking is in black ball, it is what it is. And the first round had to be round robin, with each one of those 4 racing to 3 against all the others, and then a league table was made only to determine who plays against who in the second round, which is semi-finals played on knockout basis. So the player that led the table in the first round was Rukia. She led against Anka Sheila, who came second, and then then Amina third and Rasheeda fourth. They knew what they were playing for, that the one who tops the table gets to play against the one who comes last, and then number 2 plays against number 3. That is how Amina won by walkover countdown this morning against Anka Sheila, and then Rasheeda did beat her elder sister Rukia in the second semi-final, and this is how we have these 2 in this final, and this is how we have them using these next 5 minutes at most to help us determine who will be representing Uganda at the Champion of Champion Heyball Championships organized by the World Pool Association in conjunction with the World Billiard Federation, the World 8-Ball Federation, also in conjunction with the All Africa Pool Associations, working closely for each respective country with their member associations. This time around, the Pool Association of Uganda. Now this is the lady that is the captain of their national team, Amina Faith Nganda, having the little problem of this 11, which seems to have been played into a foul. She has spotted Rasheeda's solid with now a little over 2 minutes to go. I don't think it is time enough for Amina to win this frame. I also think it is the reason Rasheeda is playing with no clear intention to pot, simply to leave Amina with the task of having to pot so many balls with a clock ticking against her. She has to go for it, and has to go for it pretty quick. Will she open up the stripes? Yes, she has. 9 is open, 14 is open, 15 is open. Whether or not she can pot a ball now is something different altogether. Rasheeda will be waiting calmly, hoping for a chance, and again kill off some seconds before she can take a shot. There she goes. 9 seems to be just off target. Rasheeda, I believe, will be playing the 2, which is near the cushion on the right. Now 1 minute to go. All she has to do is kill off a few seconds and then play the shot and then win the match, because there is no way in the world that with seconds to go, Amina will be finishing the frame. She can decide to pot, she can decide not to. She has potted. I'm not so sure she's happy with herself, but there's no reason why she's disappointed. Maybe she doesn't even know that the clock has already ticked in her favor. She will be having, I think it is the 7, the pink ball, the brown ball at the top end of the table. She's changing her mind whether rightfully or to kill off some seconds. She wants to play bank. She's going for direct center pocket for the 4, but off target. But it is pretty much congratulations, Rasheeda. Officially, time is out and Rasheeda wins. She has been congratulated by her friend and teammate as she gets to qualify for the champion of champion Heyball Championships being organized in Australia. The police station of Uganda will be initiating the process of application for Rasheeda's visa tomorrow. Congratulations, Rasheeda. There comes Ibrahim Kayanja warming up the table, filling the table as he prepares for the men's final against Mansour. That one is coming live next.
We have started.